Alright guys, so today I've got an absolute treat for you. I've got a product that will absolutely blow your mind away, and it is the brand new Hollyland 400S. And I mean, let's just get straight into it because this thing packs an absolute punch. What's up guys, Andrew Raff here, and today we are going to be checking out this brand new product kindly sent to us by the Hollyland team in collaboration with Simon from SDP Photographic. So guys, the Hollyland MARS 400S is a wireless video transmission device and it's perfect for monitoring your DSLRs and your gimbals, but you can also use it on high-end cameras like Reds and Arris, and we used it actually on the C200 today and it worked absolutely flawlessly. So the key features of the 400S are, obviously the 400 in the name suggests that it's a 400-foot transmission range or 120 meters. It features a low latency transmission of 100 milliseconds. It is super portable, like it's absolutely tiny. I think it weighs 165 grams, so it's perfect for your small cameras. The 400S, as opposed to the 400, has a HDMI and an SDI out, which is perfect for using with cameras like a Red, Arri, or a C200. And a few upgrades from the MARS 300 series is the Oled Display, which shows you everything you need to know about the system. It now supports one transmitter to two receivers, which means that you can actually get a second one of these and you can transmit to two separate devices at the same time. And the biggest addition to the 400 series, which is an absolute game changer, is the support for iOS and Android devices. So with one transmitter, you don't even need a receiver. You can actually just transmit this to up to 4 iOS or Android devices at the same time, which means that you don't have to go out and buy a super expensive monitor to use this system. You can just use it with your phone or an iPad or any other device that you already have. So while we're testing out the 400S, we decided to do a long-range transmission test and see just how far we could push this before it started breaking up. And this is what happened. All right, so we're gonna do a range test to see just how far we can go with this. Apparently we can go 120 meters. So basically I'm gonna walk with Harry, we're gonna go 120 meters. We're gonna record it on the Atomos Inferno, and we're just gonna see how well the signal transmits. So let's do it. So we do still have a line of sight of Simon, so it should be pretty good. So let's go another 60. Alright, so we're at 120 meters right now. Still transmitting. I don't know what it's like at the other end, but we'll see what the recording's like. And apparently this is the rated range we can get it at. Hopefully this audio isn't terrible because it's super windy. Well, let's keep going. I actually want to see how far this can go, so let's go, and I'll go another 20. Good? Bad? Give us some signals. What's going on? So, yes? Okay, we're still good, all right. Can you still see me? So okay, we are literally at the end of E shed, and there you're on the steps, hey? Yeah, so they're at the steps. We'll figure out exactly how far this is with the Google Maps readout, but this is probably like, yeah, close, approaching 400 meters. Come with me, Harry. We'll walk around the corner and we'll lose signal. So it should, no signal now. All right, so we just lost video with the boys at like 400 meters. And if we come back out, we should keep going a little bit more. Tell us when it reconnects. So we're just waiting to see if it can reconnect. Reconnected? Wow, that is literally hectic. All right guys, so just a range test, and we're probably at least 400 meters, probably more than 400 meters away from Simon and Tim back there. I'll leave the exact distance down here, but basically it was only on one bar, but it was still transmitting the signal. So I'll give you some footage of what it looked like on their end from the actual recorder itself. But basically, went around the corner, lost signal to try and lose the connection, and as soon as we came back, within probably, I don't know, 5 to 10 seconds, it picked up the signal, and we're ready to go again. So it's only rated for 120 meters, but clearly it can do a lot more than that. So I'm blown away. This is insane, hey? So cool. So as you can see, the 400 foot or the 120 meter transmission range is, I'd say it's a safe distance, and I'd say it's where it's the most reliable. But you can push it a lot further, you just lose a little bit more reliability. But if you're just using it as a monitoring solution, then you would have no problems with that whatsoever. And the cool thing that we found that I'm super impressed by is that when it actually lost transmission when we went behind a wall, it only took about probably 5 to 10 seconds for it to pick up the signal at about 400 meters for it to pick it up again, and then it's ready to go. Also, while testing out the range, we did notice that line of sight, you can push it a lot further than the 400 foot or the 120 meter advertised limit. But when you start putting buildings or walls between the two devices, you do notice the quality drop off quite quick. So it's best to keep these two in line of sight the whole time if you want the most reliable connection. So while testing out the latency, we found that it was about 100 milliseconds. But there's 2 new features that they've added. So if you're not getting the best signal strength, then these will help you fix it. The first is scene mode. So what they've done is they've added 3 new scene modes, and what they do is they've got image mode, balance mode, and speed mode. Image mode prioritizes quality over latency, whereas speed mode prioritizes latency over image quality, and then balance mode is somewhere in between. Another cool feature is channel scan. So if you are struggling to find a channel to broadcast on, then the channel scan feature will scan all 13 channels, and it'll come up with a list telling you which ones are good and which ones have interference. So when we first set up the device, there was no learning curve. You literally turn it on and it's ready to go. Choose the channel and it just syncs with each other, ready to go. At the top of the OLED screen, there is a code which tells you kind of what the Wi-Fi transmission is, and that's what you connect to with your phone. And it's super, super easy. All you have to do is load up the Hollyview app and scan the QR code that's down here, and it will connect straight away, and then you are ready to go. Now again, the big difference between the 400 and the 400S is the SDI output. So we didn't actually get to test this out because we didn't have an SDI monitor capable of accepting a signal from this. But what it means is you can use it with a whole lot more cameras like your Arris and your Reds and your higher end cinema cameras as well. So guys, to wrap this up, I am super duper impressed with the Hollyland MARS 400S system. The range you can get out of this is super duper impressive. Like, we just kept walking and walking, and it just kept holding on, which we were super impressed by. The fact that you can connect up to 4 iOS or Android devices is an absolute game changer for me. So how I'm gonna use this product in my day-to-day life is basically when I'm on set with a client, all I need to do is throw the system on my camera, get them to download the Hollyview app, and then essentially they can tune in at any point and look at what's going on, give us some feedback, and get a live view of how the shoot's actually going in real time. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this preview of the brand new Hollyland MARS 400S. It's definitely designed for a lower end filmmaker that's looking to step into the wireless video transmission system. But with the support for cinema cameras as well through the HDMI and the SDI, it also allows you to use on higher end productions as well. I was super impressed, and the guys are super impressed by what this little package could deliver. And the fact that it was still transmitting at 400 meters when it's rated for 120 absolutely blew our mind. And again, the iOS and Android support allows this to be used for smaller time filmmakers who aren't looking to spend a lot of money but still want to get into a wireless video transmission system. So guys, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below what your favorite bit was, and be sure to subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Again, thank you so much to Hollyland and the team for sending this out to us to test out before the release, and to Simon from SDP Photographics for helping us organize this as well. And a massive thanks as well to Camera Electronic for allowing us to use the Atomos Inferno for this shoot. And as always guys, stay creative, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.